11, mandating that the federal government take steps to diversify, include, and guarantee equity for minorities. But it was all about the rainbow. That law was about immigrants and rainbow gangers. It was not about black people. Yes, you have a few black people who are going to lose some DEI benefits, but we are 42 million. And when we add our African immigrant brothers and sisters in, we're about 45, 48. I'm going to round it up because they always suppress our numbers. I'm going to round it up to 50 million Africans in America. Somebody help me understand how Barack Obama's DEI has benefited black people in these past 16 years. Help me understand. Affirmative action is not the same as DEI. Affirmative action was destroyed by George Bush in the opening years of the 21st century. He destroyed it. The Supreme Court destroyed it. Affirmative action has not been a governmental priority since Lyndon Baines Johnson. Affirmative action has been dead. Affirmative action been dead. That's why Barack Obama called it diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? I'll tell you why Barack Obama didn't call it affirmative action. Barack Obama didn't call it affirmative action because he didn't want it associated with black people. He didn't want it associated with black people. You're fighting for something that was not created to help you. Let me say it again for the kunocracy in the back. You're fighting for something that was not created to help you. Let me say it one more time. You're fighting for something that wasn't created to help you. They are distracting you from your main fights. We should be fighting against mass incarceration. We should be fighting against miseducation. We should be fighting against police genocide. We should be fighting against economic apartheid. We should be fighting against homelessness and gentrification. Not Nelly for performing, not Snoop Dogg, not Black History, and not DEI.
All right, so there you have it. Dr. Umar's opinion. I'm gonna have Nora, our guest, to go first. What you think?
Well, unfortunately, the reality is DEI benefits white women and the LGBTQ plus community. So if anyone tells you that it benefits black people, they are gaslighting you. Okay. And yeah, that's really all it is on DEI for me.
So you agree with Umar on that?
Easy, what do you think? I don't think she heard you. Easy?
Easy.
Yo,
Can you hear us?
nah, I can't hear y'all, man. My bad.
All right, next. Jay, what do you think?
Wait, Easy, what do you think of DEI? That's what he's asking you.
Oh, you talking about well, I don't know. I gotta pass it right now.
Go ahead,
All right,
Jay.
Jay.
Well, I mean, he is absolutely right in the sense that it did mostly benefit white women. There's very few studies that show that it benefited black people at all, let alone black males. But I think he's absolutely right too. I think people will pick their battles, and I think people are just picking any battle, and they're picking the wrong ones. I think he pointed out way more important battles, like especially economic apartheid. That's a beautiful word. I'm gonna start using it. That's literally what it is. It's literally a system that's designed to specifically benefit one group of people, and I think it's a much bigger, more important battle to fight. I think he had a lot of amazing points, and I agree with that. At first, I started kind of where is he going with this? But then, yeah, I definitely agree with him. But I do have a question. Where's he getting the 50 million black people from?
He's considering people from Africa also.
But all Africans.
You know, there's like a division. You have the FBA.
Yeah, okay.
That we so love here. And
I was gonna say last time I checked, I mean, I hope so, but I don't know if that's not that high.
85.
Oh man, I can't stand that dude. But this the first time he said something that I gotta say I agree with him, 100%. But you know, I don't really like that dude too tough. But this I agree with. So yeah, I mean, They wilding out for no reason, man. Everything Trump do, they on him. I love it. It's our time, man. I love it. I got 4 years of this. I can't wait.
I
You kind
agree.
of you.
Go ahead, ask it.
Okay.
My
Do you
favorite
kind of feel
Democrat.
like? Do you kind of feel like a lot of people are acting like that, or reacting to DEI being pulled back because it was like a victim
Yeah.
card that people, yeah.
Yes.
And now that they got to show what they're really about, they're mad about that rather than being a
Everything.
racist issue.
Everything that man does, they gonna make it negative. Bro, they tried to blame him for the helicopter crash. Like it's getting ridiculous now. Like seriously.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff about the Philly issue crash too.
Yeah, it's
Trying to
like
put on to him.
it's really getting ridiculous. Like they just can't believe he won.
No,
What
Slim, he
about you, Gray?
responsible for that. He froze the government, but I don't want to go too far
You
off.
tried to blame DEI for it. Like,
Hold on, Jay. I don't want to go too far off, but Dr. Umar, I mean, I agree with he's doing the comparison, but I feel like the average person, like, we weren't paying attention to DEI, and then I just found out recently that it benefited mostly white women and veterans. I mean, I know me and Brooks are veterans, so we get what's it called, Brooks? Choice first whatever. When you like apply for a job, and like
Oh
you
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah. You get
preference,
first dibs.
So you get preference
Yeah, you get
also when it
preference.
comes
Yeah.
to government. So
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, like most of the military is white males. So yeah, like to find out that wasn't really benefiting us and people fighting over it, I think we do have more important stuff.
So, would anybody have an opinion on why they think it benefited white women in the alphabet community?
I would say that
Because of
Obama,
Mhm.
as a black politician, can't do anything for black people without people going off. That's what I'll say.
Because it seemed like if it was put in place for that, why are
well,
black people still not being hired?
I think gender or women was just the most common diversity, like key diversity when applying for jobs. I think that's why. I just think they thought, okay, we're being diverse as long as we include more women, and they kind of would just stop right there. I don't think it would go any deeper than that. And it just happened to be the majority white women applying for jobs because they're the most common women. I don't think it's anything deeper than that. I think they would just diversify. Okay, we need more women. Just throw some women in there, and that's basically what it was. I'm not saying they weren't qualified. You still have to be qualified for the job, but I think it caused them just to look at more applications, and they kind of stopped the diversity at women. They didn't go any deeper than that.
So with Trump getting rid of the DEI protocols and stuff, what do you think, as a black community, what do y'all think black people need to do
I
to
do have
make
one
sure
question
that
though.
they're being treated fair, getting certain jobs in the industry? I just don't want to ask the question, talk about it, and not offer a solution.
Real quick, I just
What?
have a question. Does
What?
anybody know? Because I've been asked my gender before on a job application, but no one's ever asked my orientation. So how do they know that it was benefiting LGBTQ people when you can't ask that on an application?
Because after you get the job, they have a protected class, and they ask you when you get hired, are you part of this protected class?
But they
It
were
also
already
includes
hired though.
disabilities.
But they were already hired though, so it was benefiting people keeping jobs, not getting hired.
I don't know. I know that every year they have us do a survey and they say, "Are you a protected class?" And being being homosexual, bisexual was on there, transgender. So I don't know. I would have to think after, and maybe I don't know. That's a good point. But I do know that they're at some point they do survey you in corporate America and ask you, do you have a disability and or are you part of a protected class? And that is one of them.
What was your question, Volker?
Basically, so Trump's got rid of DEI protocols. So what would be a solution that y'all could offer that you think black people could do? And I guess of any class that was supposed to benefit off of DEI, what do you think the solution is to get employment?
Slim and easy. What's your answer for that? You muted.
Exactly what Trump's doing right now is all fine with me. I don't know why DEI has been so important in the last couple of days. Another thing that was a distraction to me is the whole Luka Doncic going to the Lakers. My phone's been ringing off the hook regarding that. I don't care. Like I said before, I want to know what's going on with those parties with LeBron. I'm still there. Like, you can't bring me back. So it's nonsense ever since Trump got in, bro. I'm just waiting for him to clean it all up and get back to work. I never really cared about the whole DEI thing. They just making it a thing because he won. And everything that he does, they're going to make it a thing. Like, he's not going to be able to do his job in peace. So I see that
Yeah.
already. It's been 13 days. They think we're going back to slavery, day 14. So it's like, I just see these people freaking out and they're not even giving him a chance. And they act
Yeah,
like he didn't run the country before.
yeah. That's
Slim,
why I
that's the
said
most
pass.
New York thing. Is that Timberland in your camera? That's the most New York thing I ever seen. But go ahead, Easy.
But that's why I said pass it earlier, because I'm like, the man just did it, so give it time to see what it's going to do. Like, we don't know what it's going to do. But my advice is more black people need to go to college and get more education or get certified in certain jobs that's going to guarantee their progress. That's mine.
I
Or
can
a
agree with
trade.
that.
Let's say at least a trade.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, and
great.
also
Yeah,
they
something.
supposed to be letting them take the ASVAB in school. I don't know if y'all heard that, the military test.
Yeah,
Did y'all hear that?
You said they supposed to do well
yeah.
with it.
That,
Like, start letting them take the military test in school, like to get into the military in
with
public
the
school.
ASVAB.
The
That's
ASVAB.
ASVAB. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah, they need to.
yeah.
All
yeah.
That's
right.
dope.
So I'm gonna go to the next clip.
Wait.
This
Who's bringing that law? Who's bringing that law into fruition, Gray? Who's signing off on that
Supposedly
paperwork?
it's Trump and Pete Hegseth supposed to
Oh,
be writing it
okay.
up, but we gonna see what happens.
Okay. I just wanted to hear you say it, bro. I just wanted to know.
Nah, I agree. 'Cause I think a lot of, especially in the black community, I think a lot of the men need to take that and go to the military. I think that would solve a lot of issues as far as leadership if most men had to serve at least 6 months or go through basic training at least. I think that should be a requirement.
In other
With the,
countries, yeah.
with the
Hey,
lack
I
of
know I
fathers,
can. I salute
I
y'all.
think, yeah.
Yeah, I know I ain't doing it. I keep it G. I know the training that my nephew taking, and I begged out. I'm not messing with that. So I know I ain't messing with basic training, which y'all got going on. I'm
But
cool.
like, there's different levels to the military. So like, the basic stuff most people can do, but everybody can't do it. Some people are injured or they're on disability, so everybody can go to the military. So,
Yeah.
So have any of y'all heard about what's going on with Target and was it Tabitha? I can't remember her last name, just flew away from me. She has some brands that she sells in Target, and the black community right now is wanting to boycott Target because they're getting rid of the DEI practices,
Yeah.
and she's basically going through